Hello and welcome to this session on advice for international students applying for placements as part of the Masters of Business Management with Professional Placement Year. During this session we'll be considering the different terminology used by employers when referring to the Professional Placement Year, or the PPY as it's otherwise known as. We'll also be exploring useful ways to explain the PPY to employers during your applications, and you'll find links to visa information and advice and discover useful websites to use when searching opportunities both in the UK and overseas, and we'll also be outlining how the Career Enhancer Service can support you throughout this time when you're applying for placements. Before you begin your search for placements, it's important to remember that the Professional Placement Year can be referred to in a number of different ways by employers. So you could consider interchanging your search terminology when searching for placements online using the websites that we'll provide later in this session. Some of the terms that employers may use include industrial placement, 12-month placement, sandwich year, a year in industry, an internship, or just a general work placement. It's also worth noting that apprenticeships are not classed as work placements and do not meet the criteria of the Professional Placement Year. There are a number of phrases you can use to describe the PPY to employers when making your applications. These phrases can be found on the CARB's cover letter template, which can be downloaded from the PPY Pathway or found on Learning Central in the Organisations section in the CARB's Opportunity Zone module, and they'll be in the folder Postgraduate Careers Advice and Guidance and the subfolder MBM with PPY Resources. These statements below will help you explain to the employer that the PPY forms an integrated part of your 2-year master's programme, and as an international student on this 2-year programme, visa restrictions do not apply and you are not required to secure sponsorship to undertake the PPY placement. It's also worth explaining to employers that as a postgraduate student, you are not required to return to university on completion of the placement year. Therefore, you would be able to go straight into a graduate position with that organisation should the opportunity arise. As mentioned in the previous slide, it's important to remember that if you undertake the Professional Placement Year, you do not need to find sponsorship by your employer. The business school will support you in extending your student visa to a 2-year visa to include the Professional Placement Year. And also, while you're on that visa, you're eligible to work full-time hours throughout the Professional Placement Year. If you'd like to get more information on visas and visa eligibility while you're studying or completing a placement, you can visit this link here to the UK KESA website. Or if you'd like visa information on working after your studies, so after you've finished the MBM or the MBM with PPY, and to find out more information on the graduate route and the skilled worker visas, then you can use this link here, also to the UK KESA website. There are a great number of websites that you can use to search for placement year opportunities in the UK. Some of those websites are listed here. And as mentioned earlier, you might want to think about changing your search terminology that you use to search for opportunities, as employers can refer to the PPY as different things such as sandwich year or year in industry or 12-month placements or professional placement years. You can find a full list of websites on Learning Central in the Organisations section, on the CARB's Opportunity Zone module, in the folder Postgraduate Careers Advice and Guidance and the subfolder MBM with PPY Resources. We have some excellent resources on our careers platform, Your Career Journey, and specific advice, employability advice for international students. On here you'll find some top tips on searching for jobs and placements in the UK. You'll find advice on ways to make yourself more employable, important information about working in the UK and visa information, and advice on job searching outside of the UK as well. There's two other links here to target jobs and prospects. Also, if you're considering working abroad, they have lots of advice on country-specific information on how the visa system works and criteria that employers look for in candidates who are looking to work for overseas companies. If you're thinking of doing the professional placement year, you're not restricted to finding opportunities in the UK. You can search for placement year opportunities overseas as well as in your home countries as well. There's a number of websites here, particularly Going Global and the Hired Global platform, which are specifically designed for students looking for jobs and placement opportunities overseas. This list can be found on the CARBS Opportunity Zone module on Learning Central in the folder Postgraduate Careers Advice and Guidance and the subfolder MBM with PPY Resources. The EFMD Hired platform is an excellent resource to use if you're searching for placement opportunities overseas. It's a global job searching platform which is made exclusively available for CARB students, Cardiff Business School students, and you can access it through this link here and registering using your university email address. If you're interested in searching for placement opportunities in China, we have excellent links with Lock-in China, and you can use this link here to register on their website and start searching for placement opportunities and also jobs within China. And if you're interested in searching opportunities in either India or China, there's a number of other useful websites here as well. And you'll find all of these listed on the CARBS Opportunity Zone module on Learning Central in the Postgraduate Careers Advice and Guidance folder and the subfolder MBM with PPY Resources. You'll find a good section on international student employability support on the student intranet. Here you'll find tips on job searching in the UK, student visa support and useful websites and a link to Going Global. So to find this section, just head onto the student intranet, search for the Your Future app and you'll find international student employability support. In the list of websites provided to help you search for international placement opportunities and also in the previous slide, you'll find links to Going Global. Going Global is an excellent resource for anyone looking to search for jobs overseas, and it contains country career guides where you can select your country and find the latest labour market information, advice on CVs and cover letters and how to tailor them for that specific country, and interview advice for the specific country that you're interested in applying for placements in. So you can head to Going Global using the links on the student intranet and search the country career guides and get some bespoke information and advice on how to tailor your applications for those specific countries. Cardiff University has a specific service to support students with visa support and advice. This department is called Student Visa Support and they offer advice and guidance on student immigration matters to current students and their dependents. You can find out more information on student visa support using this link here on the student intranet. And you can send your inquiries and email them to this address here, studentconnect@cardiff.ac.uk, or you can call them on the number below. But do remember that if you are undertaking the PPY, you do not need to find sponsorship for an employer, and the business school will support you in extending your student visa to a 2-year visa, which will include the professional placement year. If you do have questions around your student visa, then you can also use the Student Visa Support drop-in service. They offer drop-in appointments that last around 10 minutes, and it's an opportunity to access visa information and advice and discuss your circumstances in brief. The drop-in service is run remotely, and you can find the Zoom link to the drop-in service using this link here to the student intranet. Your unique experience of studying and living in the UK will have helped you develop your soft skills, which could set you apart in your applications for professional placement year opportunities. So make sure that you utilise these skills and provide evidence of your experiences in your applications to demonstrate to employers these things that will set you apart from the competition. Here are some quotes from previous students who've undertaken the PPY year. So have a think about these and remember to be resilient. You may have to deal with setbacks and rejections, but try not to give up and try and learn from the experiences that you go through. Make use of the careers service. We're here to support you with every step of the way, and you can have unlimited access to careers appointments with myself throughout your 2-year programme and thereafter for up to 3 years after you graduate as well. Make sure you are engaged with the resources on the PPY Pathway and all the resources on your career journey and Learning Central, and try to make the most of employer events that will be running in the autumn term, both virtual and face-to-face, to increase your commercial awareness and to help you network and research those industries and companies that you're interested in. So you'll find links to all of our careers resources on the Your Future app of the Student Internet. On here you'll find links to Your Career Journey, where you'll find free psychometric tests that you can practice and lots of CV and cover letter advice, and also employability advice for international students. We also have links here to your Student Futures account. This is where you can book one-to-one careers appointments, either virtual or face-to-face, and you could submit your CVs to the online CV checker, and you can also browse our jobs and work experience boards for professional placement year opportunities and also graduate level jobs as well. So just to summarise the ways that the Career Enhancer Service is here to help you, we have all our resources on your career journey. We have our Student Futures account where you can upload your CV to our online CV checker. You can book virtual and face-to-face careers appointments and mock interviews, and you can browse our jobs board and our events that are happening throughout the autumn term. And we also have links to Shortlist Me, which is a platform where you can practice video interviews and play it back and watch yourself and get some really good tips on how to improve before doing the real thing. So thank you for listening to this session for international students. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us on carbscareers@cardiff.ac.uk. Thanks very much.